Hello, hello, hello. Who do we have out there in the void of space tonight? Let's see who we have in the chats. Once again, I am joined by Aaron. How you doing, dude? A big one, and I don't know how many of you guys have missed it, so I'm just going to say it. Space Engineers Apex Survival arriving this September. So
complicate your survival experience that you've got at the moment.
exactly. I say you were lost there for a bit, Aaron. You were lost in the void. But Aaron, do we hear the present of Aaron now?
Do we hear me now?
There we go. It was one of those things where the audio device was the correct audio device, but I had to change it to the other audio device and then back to the one I had it first set for it to come through. So it was one of those weird ones.
Well, we can quickly recap of what I just said anyway.
Please, Aaron, go for it.
So it is an extremely exciting time. We've got an announcement to make of a future release that has some beautiful survival equipment within it. You could stuff your face with some of the content, I guess you could say. But yeah, we've got a little snapshot to show you, and we've also got basically. Should we say it now? Should we say when this is coming?
Yes, I'm gonna bring this up on the screen. Here we go. I've shifted already. Boom.
Because I know this is what they'd want. They want to see the meat straight away. Like, what is the most exciting thing that's happening next for Space Engineers?
Well, I think this is great because, you know, obviously we've had a lot of SE2 news, and we'll cover a bit of that today. But at the same time, it's like people are like, SE1 when? Well, 207 is now, the name has been revealed, Apex Survival, with this beautiful image here. And I'm actually going to scroll down without the text. And there it is in all its glory.
Arriving in September. Yes.
And that's like in and I was going to say that's like in a week's time, but no, September isn't a week, but who knows when in September it might be. It could be, there's 4 weeks for you guys to figure out which it might be. But the reality is, Aaron, when we put it like that, it's literally no more than I don't know, 40 days, I think.
Yeah.
Within the next 40 days, at some point,
exactly.
it will come.
It's not far away at all. And this little screenshot here, I mean, we could enhance, but I mean, we'll leave that to our community to do. But there's a lot going on in this screenshot you can really read into and have a look at some of these nice new features. Some interesting crates there as well at the front.
I know. There's the crate. There's also some interesting components on the desk. I don't know if people have spotted these yet. There's some interesting apparatus in the background here.
You know what I will like to say is I really like the look of the mushrooms. I think the mushrooms look really cool. I don't know why. I just think they're like a really nice shape to them. They look very organic.
Yeah, they do. They look ready to eat, ready to go. I see the chat. The chat is nice and hyped. And I tell you guys, I told you last week, the trailer is amazing. The trailer is going to sell you guys, and it's going to hype you guys up on this so much when it drops. Wow. And it's going to cover all these elements that you see here. So, yeah, no, it's very, very, very exciting. And I don't think this image, it does reveal a lot, right, Aaron? But it doesn't reveal all, is what I'll say.
No, not everything. Definitely not everything. It gives you a nice snapshot of kind of what to expect. And it also, what I think is quite important, is it gives you the logo for Apex Survival.
I love the logo. I really like the logo.
Is it like a little wheat grain?
It is. It is. Yeah.
I think that's a really nice part because I always feel like the logos kind of make, like a stamp of approval for that DLC or that, next installment of what's coming next Space Engineers, as it adds to the platter of ones that sit on your main menu screen. So it is a nice little addition there. You can see what's coming. So
yeah, I mean, just to go over that, that's the main news. We literally dropped this today. So I don't know how many guys missed the news, but it's very, 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 very exciting. We've been kind of waiting to reveal this date, and we had been saying it wasn't that far away, but really now it is not far away, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I just want to kind of go over this. And just reading this here, so obviously building on the solid foundation, PV foundation laid by updates like Contact and Fieldwork, Apex Survival Update introduces food, farming, environmental hazards, new space encounters, and much more, giving survival mode a whole new edge. So that's the text, that's the image, and I think Get hyped, guys. Get hyped. And of course, there's all those because they've seen the teasers as well, right? Of the environmental effects on some of the planets, right? We had a video out about that. So this image here is very much food based, but I say they've seen the teasers for the environmental hazards as well. So it's actually crazy just how much this update is going to bring, and it's bringing features that players have wanted for years. I have wanted for years. So it's crazy.
It's a massive game changer. Bringing in food and bringing in these hazards is going to be a massive game changer. And if you do enable these features, you're going to have to think about your survival in a completely different way. And I think that is really good, because if I jump into a survival game right now when this update releases, then, well, it's not releasing right now, don't panic, I don't want to get too excited there, but when it does release, you'll jump into a survival scenario with your friends and it'll feel like a different sort of survival experience. There'll be different priorities that you have to make. You'll have to take care of your hunger. You'll have to watch out for them hazards, so you'll have to avoid going out at certain times and doing certain things in certain areas, and how to grow your crops. I'm sure there'll be lots of failed crops where people just fail to water them like some people do with their house plants, so it'll be quite exciting.
No, it's gonna be very. Yeah. I mean, I've been playing survival recently, but I feel like I'm gonna have to play a whole new survival, from scratch, just to experience this stuff, right?
Yeah, well, I've actually held off from doing a survival again because I felt like this is coming. I don't want this to come midway through the survival, because I want to feel that early stage of how this is going to affect you when you first start out gathering resources and getting your food together, and how important it is going to be to actually survival experience.
Well, Aaron, another thing that's occurred to me though, why guys, I think most of you are going to be very excited by the things here. And I think everyone should be excited by the new blocks and things. Not everyone is into survival, right? And as always, there's going to be things for all kinds of players. But what I will say, Aaron, is that we always been kind of hammering this home, that the food mechanics will be an optional feature. So if you don't want to have to worry about eating and do all that, you can play Space Engineers the way you've been playing it for the last 10 years. It's not a problem. It will be a toggleable feature. But I think you will want to play a bit, to be honest. So
yeah. It'd be nice as well. I hope it opens up on some more of the RP servers, a lot more industry in terms of people, setting up places to make meals and make food, and then, sell them food, a bit of economy within the food system as well.
I'm also thinking about nice. The modding potential, players modding in new crops and stuff like that. I wonder what's there. I'm seeing in front of me here that you can see 4, and there is more things to be found here, guys. So let's see. Anyway, I need the DLC blocks now. Well, and also, you can imagine, guys, that there's going to be a fair number of, once again, you can kind of, as always, we kind of tend to have a free part of the update and a premium part of the update. But of course, as always, when it comes to gameplay things, you can kind of know. I know Aaron wants to expand on this, but you kind of know what's going to be in the base game, and then what might be actually, part of a premium pack, for example. You'll find out, of course, but it's just making that clear that when it comes to features, those always should be in the base game, right, Aaron?
Yeah. So for the moment, you can see that we've split it. Well, you can't see it just yet, but they will be split between free content and DLC content as well. So there'll be stuff for both of you. If you decide that you don't want to buy that DLC, of course, the players, we're passionate about, and we love you guys. So there's still going to be stuff that you're going to have access to, and you can still enjoy with this update as well. And as per usual, we always try not to make it a pay to win, or I think what's the best way to describe it, really, Joe? Put anything in that would.
Yeah, I mean, pay to win's a pretty.
Yeah,
I think that's unfair advantage, or something like this.
Yeah, we try our best, and of course, sometimes we get it wrong. And I know some people will argue about the nuances of cockpit shapes and different angles of blocks. That some are DLC and some are not. But we try our best to make it as balanced as possible. We want you guys to have fun at the end of the day.
Exactly. So, and you will. Oh man, I can't wait for this. This is gonna be so good. So this is the big news, guys. The big news you've been waiting for. It's coming very soon. But we have some other exciting news to share for SE1 before we dive into the game here. The next big one, there's going to be a free weekend on Steam, which is a perfect time, to actually get your friends in the game and hyped up for the Apex survival update. This is going to be next week, Aaron, right?
Yeah, it is going to be next week. But we all have that friend We all have that friend who just never pulls the trigger and buys that game. And this is, well, it could be for many reasons. They could be a bit cheap, or maybe they don't want to invest in it, or something in between. But this would be a perfect excuse to say, hey, you know what? It's free this weekend. Why don't you come and join me for a bit of a survival? And bring them along and just show them the pure enjoyment that, Space Engineers has to offer.
I think so, Aaron. I mean, I'm looking at this image here. Look at this image. I can't believe this image is vanilla. It's just incredible. This lab with the glass door, the bubbles in the background, the kind of the fridge and the right, it's amazing. This is so good.
And I'm sure he's on the laptop there playing on the free weekend.
Exactly.
On the computer, at the desk there within Space Engine.
Exactly. So that's it. I mean, if you know someone who's been hesitant, guys, maybe they played a free weekend like a couple of years ago, or even 10 years ago. A free weekend of Space Engineers used to be some of our most popular events, because I think even to this day, the highest player count came from 23,000. It was, I don't know when it was 2015 or 16 or something. So yeah, if there's someone who hasn't played it for a while, maybe they weren't the biggest fans of it. Maybe they didn't quite get it now. But I think in general, the game is in such a expanded place now in terms of features and performance and blocks. So I feel like even if you have got friends who've tried it in the past, it's a great time to try it again, to be honest.
That's exactly what I was going to say, because the distance of time now between when they probably tried it last and now they tried it is in a lot of ways a different game. There's so much more you can do, and it plays so much more smoother, and the options are endless, especially if you've got a friend and you're quite into the game yourself and you can help them through the initial stages. But still, if you're interested or you've just seen this somewhere, then check it out. Check out the free weekend, have a go, get it downloaded and have a blast. And it's an amazing game. You can do pretty much anything you want. The Space Engineers might be the name, but you can engineer rovers, build massive cannons. You can do all sorts of stuff. So it's just an engineering playground, really.
And then, of course, at the finally here, we have the Great Skin Hunt returned. You guys really dove in and you really enjoyed this. So again, actually over the free weekend, including the free weekend, but beyond that, the skin drop rate will be drastically increased. And I'm just reading this over here. So you have basically nearly a month to get more and more skins here, even the rarest ones.
Now, this is a question for you, Joel. Right? Have you earned any of your skins legitimately?
None of my good ones. No, I mean, I found like some camo. I feel like maybe I found a what's the word? Emissive stripes or something. I've definitely found some rare pieces, but the full suit I have not. It's not easy.
Yeah. Well, from our last skin hunt, we had some great feedback from players. They managed to complete a lot of the rarer armor sets. A lot of them collected just some of the cool glow in the dark ones that they didn't have access to before. And ideally, if they can spend the time hunting them skins down. I mean, there is a limit on the skins. You can't just keep hitting the button and whatnot, and the skins just pop out. But yeah, get stuck in, collect them skins up. For some reason, I always end up with a badger skin though. Like every time, like I feel like it's just badger skin after badger skin. And I've got an arsenal of them collected.
The badger's the badger has to be up there and the most attained, I think, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
So hopefully, guys, this will be an opportunity for you to get some of the rarer skins and finally complete that. I know you can always use, like these days as well, you can trade and so on, but also the marketplace, you can get a lot of skins now for pretty cheap. I don't know how much. Like I remember back in the day, if you wanted a Pharaoh set, people were selling it was like $200, Aaron. It was wild. Emissive, it might be like 50. I haven't checked recently, but I think you can get even the rare ones, maybe like a full set for like $5 or something. I'm not sure. But
because they are fun when you see someone buzzing around in a fancy suit, and I quite like mismatching suits or combining a really cool helmet with like another cool skin. I quite like the prisoner suit with the skull helmet. I think that's quite fun. I mean, and then you end up with your signature color. But for me, I always end up falling back on the veteran suit. I love just a scruffy looking spacesuit.
It is good. It is good stuff. And yeah, but whatever you guys are missing, you can find it during this time. And the cooldown is also reduced here, so the cooldown reduced and the chances have increased. So lots of things there. So the Great Skin Hunt, we've got the free weekend, and the Apex Survival Update, and all of this will kind of be, well, free weekend is the end of this month, but The Skin Hunt and Apex Survival will all be kind of in. So that should be a great time, Aaron, because the new update will drop and the skins will still be, they should be still, boosted. So it's even another reason to jump into Survival. And I can kind of help you guys. You might be thinking, when is it going to come? Give me a day. Give me a day to book off work. Well, what I'll say is this, a little bit of leak time. It's not really leak time. It's just statistic time. Not sadistic, statistic time. You can look at recent updates. And you can tell that we normally release on Mondays. So let me have a look here. You guys can tell me in the chat. When do you think Apex will release? Will it be Monday 1st of September? Will it be Monday 8th of September? Will it be Monday 15th of September? Will it be Monday 22nd or 20? There's a lot of Mondays. Damn, there's 5 Mondays in September.
Mondays. So there's
5 Mondays to choose from. So I can't say which one it might be, but there's a very good chance it'll be on one of those Mondays. So you can kind of tell me which Monday you want it to be then. Wishful thinking.
Yeah, I bet they're all going to want the first Monday straight away, aren't they?
It's funny seeing some of these estimates here. It's interesting. We'll see. We shall see.
Maybe, who knows, maybe we can bribe them to release it early.
It can bribe sometimes work. It's true. It's not, something like that. Hopefully the first. Can we make it Monday, August 18th and just do it retroactively? No problemo. Go back in time. Statistic, yeah. So, give it today. All right. I wish if I could Thanos snap it into existence, I would for you guys. So this was the SE1 up news. We're going to quickly blast through the SE2 Marek's blog post quickly before we jump into the game. We're speeding. We still got time here today. We've got at least another 65 minutes to go, so we're pretty good.
Yeah. So this blog post has been ingrained in my mind after creating this video today. So we've got a lot of exciting things to talk about. So
some of you guys, you may have seen it already, but we're gonna go over this a little bit. I guess, well, slower, but not too slow, hopefully. So let's bring it up. So this is Marek's Dev Diary, August 21st. This was yesterday. So let's have a look, Aaron. We have. This week marked our last Space Engineers 2 weekly release for a while. It's important, guys, because we did talk about it last stream. All hands are now on deck for Vertical Slice 2, Planets and Survival, and the team is pushing hard to bring the milestone together. And take a look at the planet. Oh, it's loud. Take a look at the planet Verdure here.
Yeah, so just basically go over this. I think it goes into a bit more detail with the weekly releases. It has a lot to do with merging 2 versions of the game. So the actual release version and the merge version for our VS2 build. So the team have to work on 2 different versions and then merge them together. That causes a lot of fuss and extra time spent. So the decision's been made for the moment to stop the weekly updates with the blocks and just focus all efforts on VS2. That at this moment is great, really, because it's going to get the team in full action mode instead of switching off the VS2 brain to sort out the weekly update and then back onto VS2 each week. So it'll just be all engines full thrust to making these beautiful planets happen.
Yeah, and again, I'm just once again lost for words watching this. Absolutely stunning. And I think that's, I think some people, obviously a lot of people like the weekly updates, and I think they could still come back. It's not to say they're gone forever. I think it's just, it's really just that now. I want to say it's crunch time, but it's definitely focus in time. So, even if it might have not been a huge distraction to have the weekly releases, we don't want to have any distraction. We want to get this into your hands as soon as possible, guys. So look at this beautiful sunrise here.
Like I said, we have done this before, like in the Space Engineers 1 development as well, is where we've done weekly updates and then we've stopped it while we focused on something, and then weekly updates have returned in the future. So not saying that they will, not saying they won't, but for the moment, we're very focused and motivated on getting this vertical slice for Planets and Survival done.
Oh, it looks amazing. So this is some hype for you guys. Now we'll scroll down. We're ending here. It says to minimize distractions and allow everyone to concentrate on VS2. So it's also made because the week releases created complications in our branch merging process. So it's also just complicated internally as well as that. And artists and designers had to push things twice, and it's all just it all adds time. So it's about maximizing efficiency here, guys. So another very exciting thing that you do not have in SE1 is overhangs we do have boulders, but overhangs and boulders for SE2. So this is a significant improvement Marek's excited about, and it's the introduction of overhangs. So obviously it was restricted for kind of pyramid shaped, and there's nowhere where the terrain is over the player, right? At least not naturally. Like, sure, you can voxel hand it.
Beautiful though. These are fantastic, because every time I see one of these overhangs, I just imagine building a little bit of a base underneath it, underneath the rock in the corner, and just having a look at these lovely pictures. What I've also done is, in the video version, I've included extra pictures on top of these as well.
Easter eggs.
So yeah, I'm trying my best to get you as many leaks, as many sneak peeks as possible on top of the original, ones that we're releasing as well. So stay tuned and just keep your eyes looking. But these overhangs are just fantastic. It makes the terrain look real. Like before, the terrain was just ramped up like a triangle, where now we've got these cliffs, these drops that come over, and you could imagine sheltering underneath one of these mountains in a big storm, or digging, some sort of cave out where you could store your ship in case of an emergency.
It looks so good, Aaron. Every time I'm like, I see this. Me and yourself and the team. Obviously, we see these kind of screenshots and previews. We're lucky to see more than the players are right now, but still every time it appears on my screen, I'm like, is that real life? Like, it looks so good.
I mean, another thing as well is you are seeing a little bit of a sneak peek into the snowy biome here as well. With the snow.
Very much so.
That's something. I'm sure Zero's going to enhance, like, with a magnifying glass 1,000 times to look at what could possibly be in with some of these shots. So we'll leave that to you.
Zero is here. Zero is in the chat.
Yeah, of course.
Enhance. So, so obviously, basically, we're able to make more natural-looking overhangs, cliffs, and more complex landscapes, making everything look more realistic and believable. So we still utilize a planetary height map, a cube put onto a planet where the height of each voxel is defined, and the voxel is 1 meter. The current height resolution is 1 pixel per 8 voxels. So a detail height map ensures an effective resolution of 1 pixel per 1 voxel, resulting in a 1 meter resolution. So I think I might have read that, but most makes sense.
It sounds quite confusing.
But still, very increased fidelity, right, Aaron? More detail.
Yes. So because we can briefly touch on this, like, planets used to be made with like a singular sort of black and white sort of height map, where the whiter the color, I think it was the higher or lower the terrain, and the blacker it was the opposite. So that's how you'd make your height maps. But now with these sort of procedurally generated terrain, it finds the spots and adds them in naturally for you. So it just adds another layer onto that height map, adding more detail.
I mean, I'm looking at this picture here, and I see this. Like, imagine like running up that rock with my mouse, running up here, and like looking out over this horizon, and like, oh, over there, we got to get over there. Like just kind of like traveling across this landscape. I cannot wait.
Inner
it's so good
to come out.
So we got more here. Look at this. That's the kind of the snowy biome. And now we come down. Again, it's ensuring that procedural generator ensures that they're placed in natural locations, enhancing the shape of mountains, hills, flat areas, and canyons. And the end result is that the surface is no longer merely 2.5D, but fully 3D. Additionally, very exciting, we have caves. The game now also subtracts from the surface to generate them. So caves, overhangs, the planets, guys, I cannot tell you, they are going to be on another level. I tell you what, the funny thing are as well, there's actually not a lot of kind of terrain in Space Engineers that you cannot drive up with the right vehicle. Now, I've done lots of races over the years, and you can drive up near vertical, but there isn't really any vertical, true vertical, fully vertical in Space Engineers. But you look at this cliff here, you ain't driving up that. Ain't no way, right? I mean, maybe you can find a path, but it's
I think they'll find a way. The players always find a way. But saying that, these also work as a nice, like, stationary point where you could build on one of these plateaus. You could build a nice base or a station, or you could use it to get up to one of them locations and then build some sort of scaffolding or ramp to get your rover or vehicle up the side, if you wanted to do that in future. But there's just so many possibilities with this just added bit of terrain, including the detailing that adds, of course.
Oh, so good. Kabold saying, can't wait for mods to crank caves to 5,000 to make cheese planets. Basically, where it's like a cave, or like, I'm now imagining, we're now going into the realm of fantasy, guys, but just bear with me. I'm actually now thanks to Kabold, I'm imagining a planet where the surface is like, you can't survive on the surface, so you have to like survive underground. And everyone lives
Yeah.
underground, and it's just like a crazy cave system.
We had a server idea many, many years ago where it was the idea of you couldn't live on the surface, but you hollowed out the inside the planet like the Matrix. So there was just tunnels, so you could just live within the side of these tunnels, and you'd bump into each other and all sorts of stuff like that. But it was a bit hard to do with Space Engineers 1, so who knows? Maybe Space Engineers 2 might allow you to do that.
There you go. There we go. Time will tell, but there's not going to be so many things you can't do at some point in SE2, guys. So here we go. Here's a video here of the overhang test, and again, you can kind of see it here from the shadow. This very, very rocky mountain here. Here we go, coming in here. Let's have a look. I think this
was from the extreme. There's different settings of overhangs as well, and I believe this was an example of like the extreme levels that it can do.
This has huge overhangs. Like I'm kind of imagining, just coming in here. Yeah, I can imagine like jumping from these different. This is crazy. Yeah, wow.
It's great, isn't it? Wow, it blows my mind just seeing some of this stuff. Like it's just a dream. Like we're witnessing a dream sort of be crafted. And also we're seeing lots of leaks, not say leaks, but behind this, like here we can again see a different kind of voxel, right? We've seen snow, we've seen desert. This is almost, I don't want to use the word to put in people's mouth, but you see a different kind of voxel here. Again, it's completely different in its feel. You just wait, guys, until you see what the water team are cooking up next. You won't have to wait long, but you just wait. It is bloody marvelous.
Submarine video, Aaron, right?
Well, there's actually an even better video that you'll be seeing that I'm not going to say anything about, but it involves a submarine surfacing, and when you guys see that, you'll be blown away. That's
what I'm saying. Because the one that you put in, that you released, I think last week, Aaron. But then there was the one from this week's meeting that was shown, and that was submarine on another level, guys.
As soon as I can, guys, we'll get them out to you, and we'll share them as soon as we can.
Aaron accepts bribes, So yes, moving on here. Material transitions. Artists are enhancing the visual of planetary voxel material transitions. So, and this is something I'm sure you guys are aware of in SE1. The blending, it happens very quickly, and it can be a little bit, it can kind of throw you off here. So in SE2, these transitions can extend across multiple voxels and triangles. Additionally, a transition mask with height information allows for significantly more natural-looking material transitions here. So again, we have a 2-pixel transition, a 1-pixel transition. So this is really trying to improve the blending. Whereas I think there was times in SE1, there's places where it's better, but there are places where it's a hard cut and it can be a little bit jarring. So that's important here.
Because what I'll just touch on this quickly as well is you're seeing this in like a really raw form without any of the flora added to it. When the flora is added to the top of this, it blends even better. Yeah, it blends even better with the trees transferring to the different sort of trees for that biome and the grasses and the effects on the surface there as well. Combine that with the rocks. But here you're just seeing like a very raw sort of voxel transition. But you are seeing it spread, of course, across more than just, one voxel terrain piece. That's really nice.
For sure. And now another exciting video, Aaron. Planetary rings. We've also been expanding the internal V-Registry editor. Here you can see planetary rings directly inside the tool. This is one of many incremental improvements that help us create richer worlds faster and more efficiently. So check this out, guys.
Yeah, this is a very experimental stage in the planetary rings, and I know we're going to get down to it in a few minutes time, but Marek actually wants your input, guys, as well. If you think planetary rings should be just a pretty thing like a background, or there should be something that you can interact with, there should be hazards within these sort of rings as you pass through them and whatnot. So yeah, it would add another dynamic to planets and crafting them as well.
So let us know. Marek always is looking for them comments, guys, so definitely whenever you can, leave some comments on his blog, and he's always reading them, and we're taking direct...
He's always responding as well. If you look down there in the comments on his blog, you'll see him. He gets stuck in. He loves it. He gets stuck in. He finds the comments, and he's like, right, I can answer this and answer that, and sometimes he can provide better answers than we can as well.
Exactly. So definitely get stuck in, and that feedback can for sure help. And this is it. Yeah. As Marek says, man, I love work on SE2. The game I see in my head is such an amazing piece of work. If we even get to 50% of it, I can die happily. Wow. Do you like the idea of planetary rings? Should they just be beautiful backdrops, or there be guys, as Aaron says, or should they have hazards hidden inside them? So, yeah, head over to Marek's blog. We can get a link. I'll put a link in the chat here for you guys. And yeah, you can go over and kind of leave your thoughts on this. I'm sure he would love to read it. So that was today's dev blog for SE2. So again, as it's been for this, I guess, nearly a year now, and it's exciting news for SE1, SE2. Things are happening left, right, and center. But
yep,
yeah, team's cracking on.
And we're continuing to try and be as transparent as possible with it, because we want you guys to know what's happening with development of SE2 and the development of SE1. And this approach, you know, you really seem to be enjoying it and interacting with it. So, of course, continue to interact with it, continue to provide us feedback, give us them bug reports as well. And we'd just love to hear from you. We love interacting with you as well.
I'm just putting the blog here.
Ooh.
Spam the blog 3 times to go over there, guys, if you have a second. Also, always, you know, if you guys haven't left us a review yet on Space Engineers 2, that's something that we always really help. And I'm checking that; it's great. There's actually been quite a lot of reviews recently, even so. That's
so
great.
Recently on Steam, it's doing really well. We've got a lot of recent, mostly positive reviews, so that's really nice. And if you haven't had a chance, go and give us a review. Let your friends know about Space Engineers 2 and just where the project's going at the moment as well.
So I'm now loading into a server, guys, and we're going to load in, and we're going to check out some stuff here. And then it's pretty good, Aaron. We've got like 50 minutes here to check out some builds.
Perfect.
As well as
because sometimes we don't have enough time for this, and there is some. They're just beautiful. The builds almost look like they're, you know, directly out of some sort of sci-fi. I do apologise. I don't know if you can hear some scratching in the background.
I do hear some scratching. Yeah, that's not a crime.
That is the dog scratching the carpet for some reason. I think he wants some attention, so I do apologise for that.
That's okay. It's got to be done. Well, and also, you know, while we're doing this, you know, kind of checking out some amazing, I'm going blank here, SE1 builds. We can also address some questions you guys have. Ideally SE1 today, but if you have some SE2 sneaking in there, I'm sure we can try and address them too. So always, guys, it's especially for me when I'm playing the game, I'm not very good at reading chat, and we got Aaron here, luckily.
Yeah, I'm staring at the chat. So if they've got questions or they want to jump in, are we going to have a server link for this one as well, Joel?
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm just getting. Hold on. Wait. I'm just going to get this in here.
I do tell you though, every time I jump on the Space Engineers 1 Steam Workshop, I'm always blown away. There's always someone creating some amazing new ship, or making a mod that's just like, wow, where did this even come from? You know, what inspiration led to this? Like, there's almost a mod for every corner of, you know, what you want to do. Everything from tanks, planes, aircraft, submarines, you know, water, just even ballistics and weapons that work on different systems like that. It's fantastic.
Well, that's it, Aaron. Still to this day, every week, we're still getting more and more stuff that has never been built before in Space Engineers. So I'm in this world. This is the spawn point here. Shout out to Rotal for helping out with this. And I've put the password in. Yes, Rotal did pick the passwords. The password for the server is...
Would you like me to paste it in? Or I
got it. And the name of the server is AWS. Very nice server name. AWS server, and it's called something like Free Paste. I'm sure you guys will find it. And yeah, get on in here. I'll try and keep an eye on it so the performance doesn't, you know, stays reasonable. But you're welcome to join as well, Aaron, if you want, or you can just stay focused here.
I'm gonna stay focused on the chat, and
please,
because I don't want to take up the spots I know as well, because it'll fly up really quickly as well.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
But while we're waiting, have we got any questions about anything that we discussed today, or, you know, a particular Space Engineers 1 build that you might have seen on the workshop that we could even have a look at as well?
Let's see here. Okay.
Have you managed to have a peek at the Space Engineers 1 workshop this week?
Myself, have I looked? I actually, you know, I'm going to say I actually haven't, but I have looked at the SE2 workshop, which is pretty silly considering it was an SE1 printed this week. But no, I am always, I think I tend to look at the SE1 stuff on the weekend before, because I often do some kind of showcase streaming on the weekend.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like as we were just saying, I'm still blown away by what players are doing in SE1. But at the same time, like, it's very interesting to me to see what people are doing with the unified grid system, to be honest. Like and the visuals, yeah, I don't know. I won't go into it now, but yeah, I'm definitely recently been paying a closer attention over there. But it's mainly because as well with SE1, I don't even have to look. People just throw amazing builds my way without even looking. So I'm always overwhelmed with SE1 builds. But I'm just seeing if anyone can't find the server. Do I need to?
Do you need to give a link to the server, perhaps? If you've got an IP or something?
I got an IP, but this can't be. Hold on. If someone.
We have got some interesting questions popping up here.
Go for it, Aaron.
There's a question that I don't even know the answer. The question is, will Factorium be the only one endgame faction? Or maybe there is a space for something more as next step in progression? I don't have an answer for that, I'm afraid. Factorium could be, you know, the meanest and baddest faction within the system, or there could be something else that the team are working on.
I think
sorry.
No, I was gonna let me know, guys, if the server. I think the server might be in survival, which is fine. I'll just give everyone admin. Let me just see here. Wait. Yeah, it's in. I guess we're in survival mode. That's fine. So I'll just give everyone creative mode. Much power here. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, guys. Maybe I don't know what level you have to be. Maybe that's enough.
There's another nice little comment here. It says, I really hope they take some of the best mods and ideas from Space Engineers 1 and make them either vanilla options in SE2 or at least make it easy to implement as a mod in SE2. So the things I'll say on that is it's easier than ever to mod things into Space Engineers 2 at the moment. And some of the most simple ideas from Space Engineers 1, the quality of life improvements, have already started to be transferred over to Space Engineers 2 as well. So yeah, please leave your feedback on anything that you think would be quite important to transfer over, or you think something that SE2 needs that SE1 has, or vice versa, or you don't think it's going to come from SE1 to SE2, let us know.
And just a quick thing, guys, before we get started, if you guys are going to paste stuff in, just please try and follow this rule. Please don't paste in anything more than a handful of smaller builds, or like one bigger build, because just maybe it's fine, we can add more in, but we tend to get, you know, a lot of players in the server, and just in the interest that everyone gets to showcase at least something, please only paste in, you know, a handful of small things, like, you know, a couple cars or rovers or something, or like a big ship. That's fine.
I would even dare say one grid at a time until we've had a look.
I wish there was a way to like manage that, like some kind of mod where like you like imagine this, where you couldn't actually have you couldn't put another grid in until you deleted your last one, something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that I'm sure there's something we could find like that, but we won't be able to find it right now. But
no, I know.
think there is some grid limitation things that you can put in place for the future. There is an interesting question. Is there a way to make it so when you paint a cube, it doesn't cover the entire cube? So sadly not. When you do paint one of the blocks, it will paint all sides of the block. I know it's something we're interested in looking at, but I'm not too sure on the progress of if that's something that would come to Space Engineers 2, of like painting only, you know, one face of a cube. So look, are you getting the foot? Yeah, I can see a few people getting in there, starting to spawn things in.
I think so. I forget what level of stars they need to paste stuff in. I gave them 3, but I don't know. I thought maybe 2 is not enough. How many do you need? You know, I'll be honest, guys. The ranks always... I normally just spam to the top, but I forget what the different stars mean. You have like moderator, then like admin. I honestly don't know. I just spam it to the top. But see, apparently 3 stars enough for you to... So if 3 star is what it needs to be enable creator mode, what is 1 star and 2 star, dude? Can anyone tell me? I know it's embarrassing.
That's a really good question, because
you don't know either, Aaron.
I've always just max promoted people.
Yeah, I know, the same then.
I feel like the other stars don't. It's funny that, isn't it? We probably need to find out what the 1 and 2 star do.
Oh, I get enough damage as well, probably. Hold on.
Maybe they just give you like a... Yeah, it's funny that we never inquired about what the other stars do. I will inquire after this. I'll find out. Oh, this question's about SE2 warp drives and jump drives.
Oh.
I know that there's been some discussion about that at the moment. I think that one is best to wait until we release a bit more information about it, because it's something that is in development and being worked on. And as you guys know, there's been a slight leak of, well, not a leak, it's kind of an official leak of the sort of star map system and whatnot.
Oh!
So there'll be a lot more to talk about warping around or jump driving around in the future.
Aaron, imagine if we just leaked our the company meeting in terms of some of the stuff that was shown. I'm thinking.
No, the thing is like there's some of these things that are so close. The community are going to find out about them soon.
For sure.
And when I know when the community, when I tune into this stream, is that they want to find out. We know they want to find out a little sneak peek here and there. So as long as we tease and we give them a few hints in the right direction, but we don't just nail it on the head, then I think we'll be all right.
Everyone in the game right now should have enough stars, guys, to turn on creative mode. You're going to have to go Alt F10 and enable creative mode tools to enable creative mode. Sorry, it wasn't intentional. There was a world that had survival mode on. Anyway, I'll start showcasing for a little bit here in between. So, from Western Space, we have the WG-76 BTA-1 with escape pod. Obviously, Aaron, it's always hard for Aaron when he's behind here, but he will see this glorious vessel by Western Space. Wow.
Ooh, Western Space. That sounds like a really cool space company, doesn't it? Really.
It does actually. Yeah, Western Space. It does sound like a
manufacturer of spaceships. I would buy a Western Space.
A Western Space vessel. Yeah, there you go. So if we come in here, we've got a hangar at the back. It's a small grid, and it's a small grid, large ship. Hold on a second. Let me just see what's going on the server.
I'll just put the password in.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron.
There you go, guys.
Let me see. Okay, hold on. So I'm inside here. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it has a nice loading bay and entranceway.
Yeah, nice loading bay. You've got a little side entrance here. So it's almost like it's like a little shuttle here. We come to the front. We've got like a dining room, kitchen, and then we come on into the cockpit here.
Ooh, is that a red ship as well?
There is. Let me just hop in here. There's a red and a purple ship that look like they've been modified. So we'll have a take a look at this in a second. I'll probably turn off the building for a second here and just get through what we've got. And this is not, I always try and keep a hold of the performance. It's because my PC is not good enough, guys. It's not your fault. Don't take it personal. I'll re-enable in just a second. So, very nice, though. It's always hard to know the speed, how long to take on these builds, Aaron, because you can, like, when I'm looking at something, there's a good chance I won't see it again just because of how many builds there are. So I always like to give it a proper look around, but it's hard when you have so many. So we've got like a kind of technical room back here, gyroscopes, batteries.
It's beautiful. It's a nice simple color as well. I like a sleek. It's like almost like a bit of a liner color. Every time I see a white ship, I don't know why, it reminds me of a cruise liner. Yeah.
No, it's very kind of minimalistic, clean. We've got the kind of bunks in here. Nice. And it's funny seeing this. Like again, this is another one of those builds. I would say, Western gamers out here playing, Western Space out here playing. SE2 in SE1. You know what I mean? Like it's this idea of building really detailed on small grid. It's crazy in SE2 you do have that block size half the maximum width of the SE1. So it's amazing. But this is great. This is really cool. Come to the front.
I like that. I just love the interiors. They're nice, aren't they? How they crafted them out.
Yeah, they've got like a kind of microwave and a little fridge here, toilet.
I mean, we slowly over time as well give them more interior blocks so they can go a little bit more crazy with the interiors of the ships.
Oh yeah. It's actually surprisingly big. Like when I was looking at it from the outside, I was like, oh okay, it's gonna have like like a hangar and then the kind of bridge, but it's actually pretty large.
This is all small grid as well, isn't it?
It is. It is all small grid.
Small ship gone wild. I think they have a different name for it now, don't they? But that's what I used to call them back in the day.
Was that what it used to call it?
Yeah, small ship gone wild. Yeah, that was it. It's like a bit of a crocodile hunter twist onto it. But...
That's funny, dude. Wow. So Western Space says it's not 100% done, but I'm planning on releasing it later this year. Well, there you go. Well, keep up the hard work, Western Space. It's very nice indeed. We shall move on here. Next up, we have the Oasis by Parabolic Antenna. That's not their name. This is by Officer Durr. So the Oasis here. This looks like a... I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like something that would transport like a long distance hauler or something. It's got like the solar panels integrated into the side of it here.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I see it. It does look like
a barge.
You're right. Yeah.
And inside, and it kind of is. It's like, it's like an oil tanker. Like an oil tanker. Not as long as some of the oil tankers, but it's got these big tanks inside. Space for cargo.
I like the blue though as well. The blue and grey. It's just two subtle colours going together. And then the solar panels on the side are a nice little touch as well, aren't they?
Oh, 100%. I love the solar panel. How it was kind of integrated into the side like that. Just come back here. We've got like kind of engineering. We can come up. We've got hangar control. We've got party lights.
Have you by any chance been paying much attention as well of how people have been using the new floor blocks, with the markings on the panels and stuff? I know I saw some as we walked through the hangar as well.
Or go back down there,
It's probably something to pay attention to, because I think lots of people have been getting quite intricate, on how they've been laying out the floor markings and whatnot.
Oh, for sure. I'll go on my way back out. Check that out. We've got like... People really like the glass doors. I tell you, I love the glass doors. I can't believe it took so many years to... You walk into them.
I just walk into them. I don't know if it's open or closed, so I just walk straight into it.
Rare. Need to make the glass dirtier. Is that would that be a fair play, Aaron?
No,
dirty
maybe.
Glass.
Sometimes I try and open the wrong side as well. Like, maybe
onto the left of the right. I see. Yeah. I can see what you mean. Especially this is
I think once you get used to it, you're fine. But
Well, let's see what the community says. Chat 07's in the chat. If you want to have Space Engineers glass dirtier, let me know. No, it's a hot topic. So yeah, in the hangar, I see what you mean with this. This was such... I mean, it'd be cool if there was like another... I could see, more blocks like this, different patterns. But no, this is great. Like, I've really seen people using it a lot. And it's amazing for this, leading into the connector here. Go on.
Did you remember when that glass door was in development, of some of the discussions the team were having about it? Because there was a lot about having, what icons to put on the door and which arrows to put on, because at the same time, they wanted the doors to be quite neutral in that you could put it in different orientations, up and down and left and right. And it didn't look, wrong because of the wrong sticker on something. The wrong sticker can make it feel like it's upside down, and then, it limits the configurations. So there's always loads of really interesting discussions going on like that between the team as well, trying to make it so you get the most out of each block you have.
Oh, 100%. No, it's any block can be used as greeble, is what I found. So let me I'm going to carry on my little tour here. I know we've got more people waiting to paste in here. So this was a couple of builds. Let's mix it up. We have a ship down here, the MV Rocinante by Flying Fish. And look at this, Aaron, completely different here. Ready for Space Engineers to water. I'm gonna give you a second to catch up here.
Oh, so it looks like a ship. It looks like a boat.
Oh, it is?
So it is a boat. Is it a boat ship?
It's hold on a second.
Or is it a boat rover?
It happens to share a name with the old Expanse vessel, but still, let's have a look. Hold on a minute, let me come aboard.
Have you seen the anchor?
Wait.
The anchor's quite fun.
Oh,
they've got like a piston on a... So the thing is, it's on a hinge as well. So it means if you did lock it to something, the ship could actually flex in the water. That's quite cool.
Oh, yeah, it is like that. They can kind of drop the anchor and it will like lock down onto the terrain here. That's interesting.
I like the caution vehicles outside too.
Love the kind of bridge here. That's nice. Got the wooden deck.
Yeah,
the steam effects.
It's always fun though when they're stranded out in the desert a boat as well, isn't it? Really? I don't know why, but it's just something makes me think, we can batter some holes in this, and it'd be the perfect set piece for like a Mad Max scenario or some sort of investigation where you've got to send your team out to investigate the
shipwreck. In the middle of the desert, nowhere near the sea. Yeah,
and then someone has a bright idea in your crew to stick wheels on the thing, and next minute you're driving the old ship across the desert, aren't you?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm coming inside, Aaron, and I'm thinking the interior, this is very, very, you'll see it in just a second here, it's very, very boat-like. These corridors here, the wooden floors, kind of walkways above.
I do like the use of a bit of wood, I have to say.
Yeah, wood is nice.
Yeah,
Wow, look at
for
this.
the limited textures that we've got, you know, players really do make the most of them, and they get them. It just adds to the level of detail. Oh, that flooring, yeah, I'm experiencing the flooring now. Very nice.
Some really interesting ideas. There's like a tent inside here. It's not a tent, but very interesting design things. Once again, I'm going to say I've never quite seen blocks laid out in this combination. Honestly,
No, I haven't. I don't think I've seen something like that. It makes like a. Is it a dancing area? Is it a dining area with a bar?
it's like a dining area with a kitchen and stuff.
Ah.
We've got a jukebox here, so it's like like the kind of food area in the back. We've got the kitchen. Got the sinks, the kind of cookers here, and then
Very cool.
and then you know when you come out the back of the ship, and then this is like where these are the things I think that you tie ropes around. You know, like I don't know if there's the name for them. Come on, Aaron, you gotta know this name. Maybe not.
Oh no! You know what? I wish I did know that name because
Bollards?
it made me feel.
No.
No. That's something you used to block the road. But
No, I know.
I know exactly what you're talking. Like tie points, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone in chat will know. We got the hive mind chat to assist us. This is pretty nice.
Have you seen people when they tie the rope around them and they like whip the rope?
Ooh.
And it lassos around.
Cut
these,
someone in
like,
half, you mean?
No. I didn't thinking that. I was just thinking of tying your boat
But
up.
they can, apparently, is what I've heard. I've heard these things, but like when the ropes... I remember seeing this video of a cruise ship, and it was in a storm. It was docked up, and it was blowing. The lines were snapping, and they were telling everyone to stand back, because I'm assuming it's happened, but apparently the force of which these ropes can snap, they can literally cut you in two. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can do. You got to be careful.
SC Modder says they are bollards. Capstan? Is it a capstan? I'm not sure about that. I haven't heard that phrase before. Mooring anchor point. Anchor point, maybe.
Mooring sounds kind of.
Well, mooring is definitely boat, but it's just the name of this actual thing. I'm not sure, but yeah, it could be. And now I've kind of come into the front, and there's a big hangar. Ooh, there's a big hangar door here, Aaron. Hold on.
Oh.
Wow, look at this.
What is inside here?
This feels solid. Look at this. You'll see here in a sec. Wow. So we can kind of fly in here. We can load up the ship with cargo.
Oh yeah, so this is like a full-on docking, lockdown, magnetized area. So you could bring your forklift in here and then drop some cargo containers and then magnetize it down.
Lock it on the floor. Yeah, no, precisely.
It's quite a sleek little door, that as well.
It is. No, I didn't even know there was a door there because it was so, well kind of integrated with the build.
Well, do you remember the times in Space Engineers where you couldn't place blocks that tightly together?
Oh, I do. I do.
And now you can build this seamless doors and whatnot. Like it's a time like there's so many things layered upon layered. Like you couldn't do turrets at one point as easy as you can do now. There's so much. It's amazing.
Aaron, there is
stop getting excited.
There is opinions out there, chat. Maybe you'll agree. There are some people, and not some people. There's a good number of people who believe the greatest update to Space Engineers ever was the collision model updates.
Oh,
what you were talking about, pretty much. That ability to not have like where everything had like a couple of centimeters kind of invisible box around it. So I have heard people make pretty strong statements about that update. We've got some kind of bathroom in here as well. Clock on the wall. This is nice.
Yeah, it's nice interior. That it's nice. We'll have to head on to the next one though, because we are running out of time.
Aaron, that's good. Aaron's on it here. Yeah, I'm pretty much done here. We've got kind of the crew area.
That's the problem with these. I just want to get as many in as possible. I want to be blown away by some community creations.
Okay. I'm doing it. Just want to quickly come out to the bridge here. Oh, look at this bridge, Aaron. This is also a very boaty bridge, isn't it? Wow.
Boaty.
It is. Oh wow, the kind of the windows, the bay windows here. Anyway, I haven't looked at every single room, but I will say it's really, really nicely done. And once again, this was made by Flying Fish. So Flying Fish 19, a fantastic build there. Very, very nice.
Definitely a water theme to his name.
100%. Yeah, there is Flying Fish. Big fan of water. Next up, we got two Borderman with the Simple Tank. Now, it might be called the Simple Tank, but I'll tell you what, it's a very, very nice tank. It looks pretty robust as well. Like the turret isn't overly complicated. I mean, it has a name.
Would you call it simple?
I would say it's a simple turret for a simple tank, but it still looks pretty robust. Like that mechanism there, the way it kind of folds in, and again, without any kind of like it's pretty clear scene.
What is the elevation? We need to know maximum elevation. What is the max elevation?
Give us the max elevation. Oh, am I driving now? Hold on, I think Borderman is giving it to. I don't know where you get in here. Oh yeah, give us the max elevation of this.
And can we let off a shot? So have you turned off shooting just for the...
I'll turn on shooting for now. We can see this.
This is where everything blows everything up.
I think
it's nice though. I like how the gun is quite recessed in. It means that if it does take a hit, that the armor's going to absorb the shot before the hinge does. Because I know with a lot of these turrets, the hinge tends to be the weak spot. And once you take out the hinge, the turret goes down. So it's nice that it's recessed deep.
It is. Like when it's folded down, it's pretty protected, other than the actual barrel.
Oh my goodness! I saw some rockets coming out then.
Yeah, the thing is, it's in survival mode, so people would have to have like ammo in the inventories, which I think is why the simple tank's not flying. But
I wanted to see if a simple tank had some simple recoil, or it was a bit heavy duty.
Honestly, though, I like it. I honestly think it's cute. It's a nice kind of compact design here. So great work, Borderman. Very nice. We'll move on here. I'm flicking around. I'm actually gonna have to start deleting stuff, guys, so I know. I'll leave it for now. It's okay. It's kind of dramatic. Let's have a look what we have over here. So over here, Alzumi, we have the. Don't know the name of it. There's two. There's the Greb Axe, the Greb Max on Greb Max hover vehicle.
I love a good complicated name.
But look at this, Aaron. I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to catch up here. Look at this very kind of almost Mad Max, not quite Mad Maxy. I don't know what another word for it.
It's like a little 6-wheeled vehicle with extra wheels on the front just in case, and then it's carrying a flyer. So, it is very Mad Max-esque, isn't it?
I think it's a 6-wheeler, and it has a trailer. It's got a trailer. I know you love your trucks, so
yeah,
trucks and trailers. And
yeah, I'm a big Rover fan. I have a soft spot for Rovers.
I think it translates in the real world a bit for you, Aaron, as well. I think, you know what I mean? You like those wheel vehicles.
Yeah, I do. I just think there's a lot that can go wrong with building a rover. Like, yes, with the flyer, once you're in the air and you've worked out that your gyroscope's right and your thrust's right, you're fine. But driving a rover, you constantly have to be paying attention. You hit something wrong, you flip it. Especially if you're driving with a trailer and the trailer starts to rotate and goes crazy. So there's a lot more, I think, focus required on driving a rover safely.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Coming back here, I just want to check this out. The little trailer's pretty cool, Aaron. It's got these kind of science experiment blocks on it with the bubbles and all. I've never seen that on a ground vehicle really like that before. Oh, and that was maybe me. I don't know. It's recovering. It's recovering.
Nice. Yeah, it's looking great.
And let me see if I can take off. And it's got this little VTOL craft on the back. Let me see if I can.
It's got multiple wheel steer as well.
It has, yes, it has.
I like that. Oh. And it looks like the helicopter on the back. It's like a little float helicopter. Like
it is. It's got these little. Oh, hello.
Oh no!
It's all over.
Have you just flipped it? Have you dinged it? Have you?
It wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm trying to drive the vehicle here.
I think this wheel went over you, and that's what happened.
Hold on. Alzumi's trying to fix it, but perfect. Let's take this for a ride. Let's have a look.
Oh, it's funny. I love these little creations. They're mad, aren't they? The thing is, it's funny as well, the amount of time that such a small creation can take to get right. Because, yeah, you build the shell, you build the outline, then you've got to solve the suspension issues, then you realise that maybe the cockpit's not located in the best spot, or there's an issue when you go over certain bumps and your chassis falls apart. And it's just like this constant, you engineer on top of engineering until you find something that works really well for that creation.
Oh, for sure. No, 100%. I'm just looking at this here. I love the aesthetics of this, though. It's really nice. Love the designs. And it matches with the rover perfectly, so very good work by Alzumi, as always. Reminds
What else?
Yeah.
What else out there?
Well, I'm going to land here. I'll land on this.
Land back on the trailer. Land back on the trailer as it moves.
I'll try my best here. Let's see. Yeah, Alzumi, drive the rover. Let's see if I can land on it. Where are you? Because I don't see. Oh, is it? Oh, hold on. It looks like it's having issues here. No, hold on. He's down there. Wait. All right, yeah, do a little run. Let me see if I can land mid-flight. What's it? How is it? Oh, it's just got a big. On the bottom of it, Aaron, there's a big magnetic plate there. It's like a big. So it's almost like it's almost like a little lifting thing. I can imagine lifting kind of cargo containers. So here we go.
Very nice.
I'm coming into land. Now I can land as long as it doesn't keep doing turns. That will be hard.
Yeah, just
keep it
a
straight.
slow, constant speed. Slow, constant speed. That's what we need.
I feel like I'm in a movie right now.
Yeah, this is it. This is like some of the stuff that you can attempt to do.
Oh. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh! Of course, the dampeners just upset it there. I logged onto it and it suddenly started slowing down. We're good now. I made it, Aaron.
Oh, perfect.
The chat's in disbelief from my incredible piloting skills.
You surprise every now and then. Usually you're crashing into things, but then you manage to nail something like this. Maybe, it's like the bit of optimism for the future of your piloting
Exactly.
skills.
Maybe I've turned a corner. Turn a corner, if that's the saying. So yeah,
it
very
barely
nice.
held on that trailer though when you landed, did it? It was. I thought the trailer was going
It's
to
a
be
little bit far close to the back for my liking, but it worked. Great work, Alzumi. Amazing detailing in here. I mean, there's so much to say about this. There's FX blocks. There's experiment blocks. Alzumi's one of the Greeble kings out there.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear.
And Borderman says that 13 degrees is the max on the tank when it comes to the angle we were asking about.
Not perfect for fighting in the mountains, but it does look super good.
Yeah. So next up from Stone Lords. Ooh, the Stone Lords.
We know a Stone Lords.
We do know a
Stone Lords. We know.
It is. I'm pretty sure it's the Stone Lords. Yeah, this is the. I don't see the name of the ship, but it's very interesting. We've got like a white and black stripe, shiny. Don't mind the pink reflections. It's quite sleek actually. Coming to the back, it's I think 5 blocks. No, 3 blocks in height. I actually quite like the kind of engine arrangement here, and we've got a bit of auto cannons on the top. Very nice. Assault cannons. We've got.
It's got like a bit of an Adidas vibe going to it. I don't know why. Do you feel that now you've seen that?
Now that you've said it, I can't unsee it. But now that yes, it is slightly Adidas. Yes, it is. There you go. We'll call this the Adidas one. Now let me have a little look here. Let me try and see if I can find a way in. There has got to be maybe it's on the bottom. It's like a boarding ramp. Oh, it's got like a bunch of VTOL for us down here. I don't. Oh man, hold on a second.
Got a nice nose cone though, hasn't it?
It does. I'm trying to. Oh, here's the entrance right back here. Gotcha. So I'm gonna drop down. Okay, nothing there, and then we have the deck. I think there's gonna be many. Like I say, we've got we've got like a bunk. We've got a shower, toilet, kitchen. Someone's just vibing over there, and walk through this awesome rounded corridor, and we kind of come to the bridge here. So it's kind of like a heavy. I want to call it like a heavy. I won't say a heavy fighter, 'cause it's bigger than a fighter, but it's definitely like a solo craft, if that makes sense, Aaron. It's definitely something you're going to be.
Is it more of a? Would you say it's more of a competitive sort of ship, or is it this more of an aesthetic? Like,
ooh.
Is it because it seems quite thick and well armored?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. It's a question I think for Stone Lords.
Yeah, maybe Stone Lords can answer it in chat. What this ship is? It just like a bit of a solo questing ship, or is it designed for a bit more of a PvP attitude? Because I know Stone Lord does like a bit of PvP, so I wouldn't be surprised if it had a bit of firepower to suit.
I really like, honestly, for me, the top thing, I really like the engine arrangements. Very nice. Let's fly around.
Yeah, that is nice. I do like some nice engine bay cells.
Alrighty.
Always ties it together well.
Let's have a look. I'm going to try and... Okay, we'll come back in for landing here. We're getting through these. We have about 20 minutes left, guys. That should be enough to get through all the ones here. Plus
I'm just having a quick look.
Any questions?
Yeah, there is a chat. There is a question about additional armor blocks functionality for SE2. You feel free to ask that question now if you want to, but it might also be better to ask that question when a developer is on as well. So ask your question. We'll see if we can answer it. If we can't, then we recommend saving it for that live stream, or we can relay it on.
Okay, I'm just deleting some things here so I know. Right. So next up, we have a big ship over here. This is the Samoth Cruiser by, I believe, Natno. Oh, look at this. Wow. I really, really like the design of this and the color scheme. I'll give Aaron a second to catch up. It's a nice picture here with a mountain in the background.
Is it just one ship that's infecting everything with pinkness?
It is. I don't know. I'm not sure who's doing that, but I will ban them for life for crimes against lighting.
Yeah, it's got like a bit of a hammerhead sort of vibe to it, hasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm seeing these kind of up-front thrusters giving off that hammerhead kind of vibe. Oh, it's reminding me of a few things, like inspiration-wise.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little look here. So we've got up front flashing lights. We've got artillery cannons up front. No railguns on this one. Yeah, pretty decent firepower for sure.
But yeah, that hammerhead sort of design also leads itself to, you know, mounting a lot of guns front facing as well if you wanted to, can't you? Because you can locate them on both sides of that lower point and then up both top and bottom sides of, you know, the hammerhead sort of design. So you can get some serious firepower in there. And some nice artillery turrets tucked in there as well.
It's superb, honestly. The way you kind of have like this under chassis in the gray, and then I love how the blue and the white kind of navy, it looks like how it's kind of wrapped around the main kind of gray chassis, if that makes sense. Like I think it's just the effect that it gives off, but it's very, 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 very nicely done.
Oh yeah, it's very traditional, isn't it? We've seen a lot of that, like the grey's sort of the core of the ship, and then the blue's that wraparound armor effect. Yep. But it is really nice. It feels traditional as well. That it's got like the white stripes as well. It feels like it belongs to the Space Engineers universe. If that kind of feels weird to say.
This is Marek approved.
And the actual blue might not be Marek approved blue, but the theme.
Yes.
The theme, yes.
So let's have a little quick look at the details here, because there's a lot of details on this. But we've got cargo containers kind of integrated there. Looks like we've got player-made weapons. Look, we've got kind of custom weapons here, missiles, Aaron, like warheads, kind of maybe some kind of seeking missiles in the side. Very nice. Faff. This ship ain't faffing around, I'll tell you that much, guys.
So just to answer the question as well that we had before, the question is about curious about the ability to stretch the angled blocks or stretch blocks. So no, that's not a feature, and it's not something that's planned at the moment in time. But blocks do deform when they are damaged. So players can sometimes abuse the stretch factor to make some sort of custom shapes, even though it's not kind of an official thing to do. So, but there is no supported stretch blocks in Space Engineers at the moment.
Yeah, I've seen some incredible. Like, it's crazy what people have done with that deformation technology to make custom shapes. It's definitely not nothing official, but there's been some pretty dedicated players out there that have used that to create all kinds of angles. I hear you guys though on the custom. I understand why you guys would like to have custom angles and stuff. So never say never, right?
Yeah, because I remember a particular person who built a sports car, and this sports car they made, they basically built the sports car with solid blocks, and then they took the code out and deformed these blocks via code somehow, and they made a sports car that had curved elements to it.
Yeah,
that's something spectacular. Something if you're really passionate about it and you really want to make custom curved angles, then that could be a route to go down. But with the shapes that you get already, I think you can do a hell of a lot.
I'm just checking out all these custom missile bays here. That's very nice. You can look down and see them getting welded up here.
Yeah, and let's combine that with the the missile AI blocks and stuff. Oh, you can just launch wave after wave of missiles. I love a missile that fires straight out the top, rotates, and then blasts towards the target. I don't know. There's something about that that's just spectacular.
Oh yeah, it kind of pops out the side slowly, and then it's just like the thrusters kick in. It's like, yeah. I mean, I think we've discussed many times. If there were more weapons in SE that weren't like custom weapons, it would be some kind of like seeking missiles. I think would be sick.
Yeah, it's one of the most popular weapons mod, or it was one of the most popular weapons mod, the seeking missiles. And I can see why people like that. But then once you do that, you have to realize you've got to get some sort of defense. So, I mean, I guess you could say, but we've already got flares in. But then people be popping flares constantly, wouldn't they, to avoid missiles? Would that cause extra problems there? So it's going
to be a balance question, isn't it? It's going to have to be a lot to balance to figure out, and you have to. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for sure.
But then at the same time, there is weapons core, and weapons core solves a lot of them issues. Their players can indulge in a whole different, array of combat.
Very true. That's very true. I was trying to get back to this section. I'm almost done with this ship because I want to crack on. We've got a few more here. I can knock out all these, I think. I just want to get to the bridge of this. Oh, no, not the bridge. This is like it's kind of like a bridge. You can, from here, you can just... this is not the main bridge, but this is some kind of easy place to see. Well, I wanted to check. Oh, yeah, this section here. This was it. I couldn't figure out how to get upstairs, but I'm speed running this, guys, for sure, but this is very... Oh, here we go. This feels more like a main bridge. It's a little bit not as exposed in the very top here. So from here, we can fly this amazing ship made by Natno. So very, 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 very nice stuff. GG's. Okay.
A member of the chat brought up your lovely logo design, Joel. You know, in the intro, the Space Engineers intro clip. Was that yours?
Oh,
did you make that?
I made that. Yeah, I made that. Yeah. I know you guys. I know the music of that is in your head to this day.
You could any track on that, and especially the special block that you use. But Joel actually
the modding block. You mean?
He gave us an amazing answer. Of why you used that block, didn't you? Do you remember the answer? That
I don't remember actually.
It was it was a way to show the unity of us and the community with modding.
Exactly. Yeah, we love our modders, so we use the mods in the intro. Exactly. That's the right answer. That was PR approved.
Yeah. So I'm sure, I'd really love to give him that block. One day we can beg for that block to appear. For sure. But then it creates hundreds more angles that don't have a shape to fix it. Then.
That's true. That is the danger, no doubt. So I've come across this purple ship that was lighting up the sky, and it is interesting for sure, because if you didn't realize yet, this is what happens when you merge the blue ship and the red ship, and blue and red gives you purple. So this is the purple ship.
Oh, okay.
Very interesting. I can't get my head away from the idea that it is the red and the blue ship combined. But imagine like if we had never seen the red and the blue ship and it was just like an original ship never seen before. It'd be very interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's like the red ship crashed into the back of the blue ship, and then someone was like, you know what? Like, this is like a really good idea.
Let's just go with that.
Yeah, let's go with it. I mean, I think what would bring it to the next tier is if it was, painted in like a hybrid color scheme of the red and the blue. Some, like that was a bit, more traditional.
Yeah. No, I see with but also with like, I don't know, a bit of gray and white stripes and stuff. I mean, the purple ship is actually very similar to the original build. There's a couple of different thrusters here, but what I'm interested in is how they managed to merge it here. So I come back here, run down the classic breakaway corridor, take a left and then a right, and it's like combined here. And now I'm inside the hangar of the red ship, and they've changed it quite a bit here. They've got a statue here. It's a lot more glassy in here because nice views out here. So it's much more panoramic inside of this. Actually pretty wild, like seeing that and then seeing the thrusters of the blue ship to the left and right.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? It's a nice combination. I do like a long ship. I mean, I know something that me and T have been discussing for a while is to line up all the series of red and blue ships and their evolutions over time.
Oh, that would be really good. Yeah,
and try and show. But then at the end of the day as well, it is just the red and blue ship. I know people might not find that super exciting, seeing how the evolution of this ship when it first started out in the game looked like this, and now it's ended up like this. But maybe something to give a go.
It changed a lot. No, it's changed a lot over the years, and I think even I've forgotten just how different it is from the first version. And talking of those ships, Aaron, I've got another red ship redesign here.
Ooh.
This one has got a lot of flashing lights. It's kind of been beefed up. It's got extra pipes. It's got totally different entranceway here.
Yeah, the flashing lights is definitely like a number one feature that needed to be added. Like,
it's red alert.
It was like flashing lights.
Wow.
Yes.
This changed a lot. Like, it has all these new rooms to the side. This has got to be like a red alert / like, I don't know, in like self-destruct mode going on here.
It's more like a rave ship, isn't it?
Or
it's
a
like
rave ship. It could be. It might be rave rather than red alert. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love the use of the new blocks, the rounded corridors. Oh wow, there's loads of stuff in here.
Techno disco going on in here. It's got some added little side bits as well, isn't it?
There's all kinds of little holes.
Got piping. Very nice.
Oh, we got we have like the experiment blocks as well.
Yeah, I couldn't survive in here with the flashing light. I definitely tell you that. Like the flashing light would drive me mental.
I like to think it's something that they can turn off. It's not like a permanent state of flashing. Wow. Oh wow. I keep walking around it. They've really. It's an interesting idea because they've spaces of the ship that typically didn't have anything in them. They were empty.
Hollowed them out.
And they've hollowed them out and they've added a whole new section. This is like a hangar at the back here that can open up and a small kind of snubcraft can kind of fit in the back.
Yeah, it's fully detailed, isn't it? This isn't the red ship we know.
This is not. Even the side. What is this? Is it a hangar? No. But just more experiments in here. Got the experiments going on. This is like the reactors that they normally had in the sides, but it's just coming kind of oomphed up with engines and more stuff.
I like that. From a distance, you'd just think it was another red ship. When you actually go in here, you understand how much time and effort's been put into developing
100%. No,
these areas here. Even with air vents and sparky engine rooms. Yeah, look at that. That's great.
Let me see if I can get the name of this. This is Alex MWS designed this one. So shout out to Alex. Big shout out. Very, very different, but yet familiar and upgraded. Great. So we're almost perfect on time here, Aaron. This is a few little ones. Then we can then kind of have 5 minutes to wrap it up here for today, and we're gonna hit our target here right on the dot. So, couple of small vehicles. We've got. This is from Flying Fish as well today. So we've got 2 of the little ones from Flying Fish.
We have a boat. I can't see.
Not a boat, not yet. But we've got a police car, ERF. Love the kind of sequence there. Asymmetrical spare tire. I know you're gonna be a fan of that one, Aaron.
I don't mind a bit of asymmetricalness. I think it's quite tasty.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I like a police car though. I think more police chases should occur in Space Engineers.
Grand Theft Engineer, right?
Yeah, there should be more, grinder men being arrested.
I wish I could arrest all of those ones. The suit. What's the saying that people have? Suit rushing or whatever.
I don't remember that. I think it's different per community, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we call them hydrogen men.
Hydrogen men. I've never heard of that phrase before.
That's what we call them, hydrogen men, because basically they're only as good as long as the hydrogen tank lasts. Because once the hydrogen tanks, they drop out of the sky like a fly, don't they?
That's so true.
But yeah, I know there's lots of names, grindy men or other things.
Grindy boys. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, there was for a while the plague of the Rocket Man. The man with the rocket launcher came prowling. And that was a sad time. But I like the truck though.
This is the last build today. This is the CC. And when I say CCL, I'm not sure. I think they're still going in the UK. There's a computer company. I think I bought one of my first. I feel like one of my earlier gaming PCs I got from CCL Computing.
Is it a truck or a lowrider?
It's a truck here, but it's tipping. Oh no, has it got it? But it's really nice. Look at the front. We've got that kind of great. We've got the engine at the front, right? We have the engine, and it's behind the kind of intake there.
With all the jumping up and down, it reminds me of the Transformer, because I know when the truck transforms, it normally transforms and then it goes onto the back of the trailer, doesn't it? And then the truck catapults forward,
So true. It looks like I was thinking if the back opened up, but it looks like it's just basically full of cargo containers. So it's very much functional here. And it looks like it has had a little accident, but it's and look at everyone trying to push it. That's so funny.
The truck cab looks like a truck that I've seen like in Eastern Europe. It's like an older sort of truck cab design. I don't know what it's based on, but I'm sure I've seen a few of them trucks like as fire trucks and other sort of vehicles as well.
Are you seeing this, Aaron? The server is trying to upright. Oh, keep going, boys. Oh.
Use the power of the jetpack.
Good job, boys and girls. That was a very nice...
Well, you could say they used the head, couldn't you?
Wow. I did not expect that. Look at this, the whole server. So shout out to all these players here. Western Space, Borderman, Natno, Squarebyte. I missed that name. Zora, Retro, Green Bean, Zap, Flying Fish, Alex, J-Ben. Amazing. So, with that, guys, we will bring today's showcase to a close. I'm sorry we didn't get time for any more, but it was actually right on time because we gotta kind of call it here very shortly. So Aaron, finishing words, reminders, hype, all that stuff for today. And thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, let's jump. We'll jump straight into it and wrap it up. So next weekend is our free weekend. So call your friends, bring them along, have a massive mashup in Space Engineers, show them what it's all about. There's a lovely dev diary to check out with loads of cool features as well. There, weekly updates are now coming to a pause briefly, or briefly for a while until we get ourselves VS2 and Planets in Survival. More information can be found about that in the dev blog. And on top of that, continue leaving your feedback and bug reports for Space Engineers 2. And of course, your feedback for Space Engineers 1 as well. And finally, subscribe to the newsletter. And one additional thing I will add in there is we are now doing the dev diaries as a video format. So if you do like to consume your information via video, they are there on the YouTube channel. And I think that is everything. Thank you so much, guys, for showing off your creations tonight.
It was great. No, thank you, guys. It was. I think we're all the hype is building for sure for Apex and for VS2. It's like some really exciting months coming up. And I think I won't repeat. I think Aaron covered a lot of the main points there. I mean, from my side, just thank you guys for tuning in today. Join the server, and I'm sorry we couldn't look at more, but we will look at more soon enough. Like as you can imagine, next week, the next stream will be SE2. So I think there'll be some stuff to showcase there. And then after that, SE1 will be back again. So we'll be SE1, SE2. We're going to keeping up with the kind of back and forth. And yeah, thank you, Aaron, for joining me on this Friday night. I hope you have a good weekend.
Thank you as you hosting this, and making such a great show for everyone.
I try my best. And it's always, always love to hang out and catch up with you guys. It's always, this is why it's here. Like, we can come over here and we can, talk about the news and get you guys hyped, but a lot of it is just being real with you guys and just hanging out as a community, chatting, checking out cool builds. So thank you so much. And and that's it. As Aaron covered it, obviously all that stuff. Check out all the things, socials, Discord as well, discord.gg/KeenSWH. If you're not in the Discord, it's a great place to be for kind of chatting with players and getting help and finding friends to play with and everything. Getting into modding. So just get stuck in, guys. I hope you have a really great weekend and do some cool stuff and play some Space Engineers 1 and Space Engineers 2. And we'll be back very soon. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Aaron. See you guys.
See you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.